Este pa' que te enteres, este es el detalle. Si caliente está la cera, más caliente está la calle.
Mira, llegó el son cubano.
Hola mi gente, and welcome back to the We Are Investing channel, a channel that is dedicated in investing and personal finance. On this video, I want to go over a penny stock that I think can absolutely explode. I think that this penny stock can go 10x or even higher in my personal opinion, because the macroeconomics makes sense. The leadership, to me, in my personal opinion, is stellar, and I really do like this company. We are invested in this company. We opened up a position on Friday. Now, this is a mining stock. We've invested in many mining stocks over the last year. We started with MP Materials. That stock more than doubled. We invested in ABML, that stock more than doubled, and we recently invested in AREC, and that stock more than doubled over the last week as well. So these stocks have been panning out, pun intended. Now, we got into these positions early on, and I still think it's early on for this mining stock, and I really do like it. Now, if you want to be notified whenever we open up positions in any stock, including these mining stocks that had great returns, you need to join the Patreon. A link is provided down below. When you join the Patreon, you get access to the portfolio in real time. Whenever I open or close a new position, I post on the Patreon. You also get access to a Discord server of over 300 members, and you also get early access to videos. I upload to Patreon before I upload to YouTube. So with all that being said, now we can start to dive into this company, into this stock. But before we do that, you know the deal. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and smash that like button. All right, the stock we're going to be talking about is NMGRF, Novamon Graphite. It trades at a share price of $1.30, has a market cap of $340 million, and a 52-week of $1.56. Now, this is traded on the OTCs and a couple other exchanges. You cannot invest in this company if you invest with Robinhood or Webull. You need a better brokerage. And in my honest opinion, if you're still using Robinhood, I don't know what's going to change your mind, because the fiasco that we had in the prior weeks should be a good enough reason for you to definitely switch brokerages, because they are screwing you over left and right. I do have a link down below that will get you 2 free stocks if you join Webull, valued up to $1,600. If you want to give it a try, I definitely think that Webull is a much better brokerage than Robinhood, but you still need a different brokerage like TD Ameritrade, Schwab, Fidelity in order to invest in OTC stocks. Now, this company is also traded on the TSXV Venture under ticker symbol NOU and the Frankfurt Stock Exchange under ticker symbol NM9. Now, if we take a look at the chart, we can see that in mid-December, around December 21st, 28th, the stock really took off, and it jumped from around 50 cents a share all the way up to $1.42. And right now it's at $1.30. That is the share price where we opened up our position. Now, typically for me, when I enter into positions with OT stocks, it's a one and done transaction. You get a $7 fee when you open up a position in these OTCs with TD Ameritrade. So I don't trade them. I don't buy them and sell them left and right, because it would cost me money in transaction fees. I usually just make one big purchase, and I let that purchase be long term until the stock more than doubles, and then I'll lock in some profits, reduce my risk, play with house money, and be able to hold these stocks long term with basically no risk, sometimes no risk if the stock doubles and I sell half my shares. But with this stock, my conviction level is slightly higher. I really do like the management. This is a company that I want to invest in. I actually want to put more money in today. However, I am going to stick to my disciplines, and I'm not going to buy more at the current share price. But I am going to make a compromise here for this stock. If the stock does drop, I am going to be adding to it. I have capital reserved that if it does drop, I have the capabilities of adding to my position. This is not something that I typically would do with a penny stock. I buy once and I just let it go. That's all. Don't worry about it. If I lose all of the investment, I am 100% okay with that, because when you invest in penny stocks, you have to know that there is a lot of risk. I usually do not add to it, but this company, I might if it starts to drop. Now, this company deals with mining graphite. They are vertically integrated, and they are a pure play on graphite. Now, graphite is used in the anode of lithium-ion batteries. Nickel and graphite are the two materials that make up the most of the lithium-ion battery. And that is why Elon Musk in 2016 said our battery should be called nickel graphite. Now, over time, as battery technology evolves, There's less graphite in the anode. However, it's still a very large chunk. It is still the majority by a large amount. Right now, they introduce around 5% of silicone in these lithium ion batteries, with 95% of the anode being graphite. And based on some things that were stated in Tesla's battery day, the future for Tesla might include more silicone in the anode, up to 30%. And that's going to allow these batteries to charge faster. So if this does happen, graphite is going to be 70% of the anode, and that is still a very large chunk in a market that is very small, the graphite market. Not a lot of players, and if this is a good, vertically integrated, pure play on graphite, this is really going to move the needle for their market cap, and that is where you're going to see great returns as a shareholder. Now, we stated that this is a vertically integrated pure play on graphite, but it's also a very good value play on graphite as well. What I mean by that is they are able to produce graphite, get everything done to it that they need to do to get it to battery grade within close proximity to all their operations, and that is going to allow them to sell these materials for cheaper than somebody else would, and that is going to be a huge advantage to them as a company. Now, if you look at this map, you can see where they're getting their value from. How come they're able to provide a product for so cheap? They get their power from hydropower in the river, and that is cheap electricity, and that allows them to operate with less operating costs. They have their mine. Quick note on their mine, they are the only mine that is using 100% electric vehicles, and also the mine itself, they are building trails around it, mountain biking trails, to make it somewhat touristy as well. They are giving back to the environment. Then, not far from their mine, they have their plant, their lithium ion anode material plant. And from that plant, there are multiple routes that they can take. They can go to the US market, they can go to the Canadian market, and they also can go to the EU market just across the ocean. So this company did a really good job thinking all of this out, getting everything close to them so that they can provide the best value to their customers. And speaking of value, it also matters how much they are able to pull from the earth and the purity of what they extract. How high can they get the purity? Because the higher the purity, that means that it's going to then be battery grade and it can be used in these lithium ion batteries. And if you look at this article, which is titled 5 Top Canadian Graphite Stocks of 2020, the first one is Focus at 44.3 metric tons per year over a 25-year period. Canadian Carbon, 1,500 metric tons. Mason Graphite, 51,900 metric tons. Northern Graphite, 25,000 metric tons. And then we have this company right here, NOU Graphite, 100,000 metric tons per year with a purity concentration of 97%. This is what I think separates them from their competition. And also, I really like the leadership. I really like the president and CEO of this company. He is someone that I think can really lead a great company, and they are going to be a winning company in my personal opinion. Now here's a great slide that deals with the anode material production, the steps of producing these materials to get them out to market. First, you have to extract. You gotta mine it. You gotta get that graphite out of the ground. Then you have micronization and spheronization. Then the next step is in construction, the purification process. Now, I really want to talk about this because I think that this is a great strategic agreement that they have for the purification process. Now, this process is extremely important because this is what gets it to purity grade. Now, they have a strategic agreement, an exclusive 5-year agreement with Olin. Now, Olin is the leader in supplying of chloralkali products. These are products that are used for purification. Now, NOU is going to operate a phase 1 purification operations within Olin's facility in Bécancour, Quebec. Now, this facility is within the Olin facility, so you're not going to have an issue with getting the products that you need to purify the graphite. Now, also, NOU has bought property across the street to expand the operations if needed. And they're going to be right across the street. So again, not a supply issue with getting the products needed to purify your graphite and get it to battery grade levels. Now, construction is underway on this facility and it's going to be in production by mid-2021. Now, a few things regarding macroeconomics. Obviously, we know that lithium ion batteries are increasing because we are going to have more electric vehicles and other products that use lithium ion batteries. Per this slide, Since 2012, lithium-ion battery industry is growing at a rate of 20% per year. Now, graphite prices reached record levels in 2012, followed by a slowdown in Chinese economy and declining steel demand. But recovery is expected in the graphite prices with infrastructure stimulus and growth in lithium-ion battery industry. And both the EU and United States have declared graphite a supply critical material. So basically what I see with this company is the macroeconomics makes sense. They are vertically integrated, a pure play on graphite. They're able to provide value to their customers because they did a very good job in planning all of this out, getting all of their operations close, centralized, and not have to worry about supply chain issues because they have a partnership with Olin on the purification process. The company also seems to be very focused on long term. They are the only mine that is 100% electric. The fact that they added trails around their mine just goes to show that they care about the environment as well. And I get a very good impression from the CEO and president from the interviews that I've watched, the videos I watched, and the marketing material from the company itself. Now, this company also knows that recycling graphite is going to be an issue as well. As we have more batteries out there, we are going to have to worry about recycling that material. And they are also prepared to do that as well. So the company is forward looking. They are thinking ahead. And that is something that I really like as an investor. And speaking of valuation at the mid $300 million mark, the only other company that is a pure play on graphite and vertically integrated is BTR New Energy in China. And that company has a market cap of around $3 billion US. So that just goes to show the upside. And that is why 10x is very likely in my personal opinion. And as the sector continues to grow with lithium-ion batteries, I think the market cap for both of these companies is going to continue to increase, and that is where we will get more than 10x returns if this all plays out right. Now, there are some risk factors. There's always risk when you invest in OTC penny stocks, but there are some risk factors to the macroeconomics. One of those risks is going to be solid state batteries. If that becomes the biggest thing and we completely get rid of lithium-ion batteries in the short term, then that is going to hurt this company. However, I don't think that's going to be the case. We are going to see some solid state batteries come out, but Tesla is not going to be using solid state batteries. That they have said, and Tesla is the largest electric vehicle producer, and they are going to make up the majority of vehicles out in the road. Now, if this company can sell their graphite to Tesla, that is going to be huge business for them. And also, like we said earlier in this video, the market right now for graphite is very small. There's not a lot of players. So if they're just able to move that market a little bit, that is going to mean significant revenue for the company, and that is going to drive the market cap up a significant amount. Keep in mind that Chinese company is at $3 billion today. This company is at $300 million today. So there's a big discrepancy, and I think that once this company goes into production, which is likely to happen in mid 2021, then we could see a huge jump in the market cap. So yes, I do think that there is a lot of upside, but there is also risk, and that should be known when you enter into an investment. Now, there are multiple videos of the CEO in interviews, and I'm going to provide links to them down below so that you can watch for yourself if you want to do more due diligence. One of the main reasons why I got into this company outside of the macroeconomics is because of the CEO and president. I get a really good vibe from this guy. I have not talked to him. I have not been approached by this company. This video is not paid by anyone. This is my own personal opinion. But my personal opinion of the company and the president are very good. I do think that this is someone that I can trust with my money. That is the vibe that I get. I think that he is a smart man and he's thinking about the future. And these are all things that align with my investing principles. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wrap up the video with a video from Novamon Graphite. And I thought this video was very entertaining, and it just goes to show that they have a marketing presence. They can really market the company as well. And that's just another factor that can help drive growth within the company, get your name out there. And that is good to see as an investor, because the more people know about this company, the more people are able to invest in it. And that is how you get higher share prices. So with that being said, let's wrap up the video with the video from Novamon Graphite, and then I'll catch you guys at another time. Peace!
Dear Elon, my name is Eric, CEO and founder of Novamon Graphite. I'm writing you this letter to tell you we found millions of tons of graphite, enough to produce trillions of pencils. But these days, who needs that many pencils? What we really need is a change towards cleaner energy and more massive lithium-ion batteries that can drive themselves. We want to partner up with the EV industry to supply our kick-ass graphite to you guys so you can continue the electric revolution. My English isn't perfect, but our product is. So Rick, what does it say?
99.95% pure.
Battery grade, but I guess you expected that. Thanks, Rick.
You got it, Rick.
What you didn't expect is that we are building the first all-electric open-pit mining project in the world. Zero-emission graphite. And the best part? We're located in Quebec, Canada. Bonjour les voisins. Want to know more? Just give us a call.
And cut. That's a wrap, guys.
He's gonna call. He's gonna call. Hey, good job, guys. Any minute. I'm pretty sure about that. Pretty sure. Eric speaking. Ah, man. Écoute, je t'ai dit de pas m'appeler au bureau. J'attends un appel.